Hi everyone, welcome to this week's session. So for today's session, you are going to need one bit of equipment. So if you've not got a yoga strap like this, which I'm going to use, you can use, now hopefully we've all got one of these bad boys, a dressing gown cord, okay? So you'll be able to use one of these because what we're going to do, we're going to get into some stretches today, a bit of mobility. So we're going to need this to work through some of the exercises and the movement. So for today's session, you'll need dressing gown cord or a yoga strap if you've got one, bit of water. We're going to start off getting quite quickly into it and getting the body really warm. So we're going to ramp it up and then we're going to slow it down with loads of deep stretching and mobility. And hopefully this will make you feel so much better, especially the last few weeks if you've been sat at home, working from home. It's all about sort of posture awareness today. So let's get started. We're going to start in standing. You might want to put some music on just to help with the movements today because we're going to go straight into it in that standing position. So in standing to start with, we're just going to start just taking the heels off the floor, alternate heels, just start to get some movement into the low legs here. So if you can, come up onto your tiptoes with each move, so you're really stretching through and point the toes as you're coming up, okay? So we're really going onto the ball of the foot, then coming down, ball of the foot, coming down. Just keep moving through that movement for me. Lovely. Fantastic. Okay, we're now going to bring some arm movement in now. So just start to take the arms to the shoulder and back down. Okay, shoulder and back down. Float the arms up to the shoulder, back down. Keep the movement going. If you struggle with coordination, you might have to really. Okay, lovely. Okay, you're now going to take the hands all the way to the top and back down. Okay, so keep them feet moving as they are, creating some of that space in the shoulders now. Okay, keep moving. Lovely. Fantastic. Keep moving. Real. Okay, come to a stop here. Take the arms out by the side here and just hold the arms whilst you go into that moving position again. Keep pumping. Hold the arms. Hold the arms. Lovely. Okay, as you're moving your feet, and I want you to start to do small circles forwards for me with the arms while the legs are moving. So if you've got music on, you can have a right jiggle here. Yeah. Okay. Small circles. And backwards now with the arms. Small circles. Lovely. Okay. Keep the arms going. Bigger circles the opposite way now. So we're coming forwards, bigger circles. Keep the legs moving. Oh, this is the one for the coordination, guys. Woo! Lovely. Big circles backwards now. Good. Well done, guys. And hold. Hold it there. T-shaped position. Pump them legs. Fab. Take the arms above head. Clap them. Bring them down. Arms above head. Clap. Bring them down. Keep them legs moving. Faster if you can. Start to pick up the pace. Clap it out. Clap it out. Lovely. So getting that heart rate pumping. Getting that blood moving. Keep clapping. And up. And down. Okay, start to bend through the knees a little bit more now. Feel that heart rate. Lovely. Okay, bring it down. Hands down by your side. Just gentle now. Start to slow it down. And we're going to go into some squats. So I'm going to get you to take your feet shoulder width apart for me. Squatting position, really important. Make sure that you, as you come down, your hips are over your knees, over your toes. Lovely alignment here. Okay, we don't want you coming out, we don't want you coming in. Okay, so we're going to go for 5 squats to start with. So if you did week 1, remember these bad boys. Okay, so as we go down, what I'm going to get you to do is just bring the hands out in front of you, but bring them to a sort of a prayer position. So come down, make a prayer position, come back up, that's 1. Down, prayer position, that's 2. 3, squeeze the bum as you come up, and 4, and again. 5, squeeze here, squeeze the glutes. 6, we're going to keep going because I think everyone's going to be all right with these. Lovely. 7, squeeze in. Lovely. 8, Now you're going to sit down in that chair. 9. Hold on, guys. 10. Fantastic. We're going to go for another round in a second. So just shake your legs off. Well done for these ones. Okay, so really important when you come down into your squat, make sure that you really take that bum backwards, straight back, as if you're going to sit into that chair, and then as you push up, push. So you're really squeezing the glute muscles for me. Okay, so we're going to go for another 10, okay, when you're ready. So as you come down into a prayer position, come back up and squeeze, that's 1. And down, come back up and squeeze, that's 2. Keep going, guys. And 3, squeeze. And 4, squeeze. Yes, and 5, squeeze. And 6, squeeze. 3 more. 7, squeeze. 8, squeeze. Down. 9, squeeze. Up. 1 last one. Hold it here. Hover, hover, hover for me. Hover, hover, hover. Stick that bum out as if you're going to come into that chair position. Okay. Now what I'm going to get you to do, we're going to go into that yoga chair. So bring your feet together here. Get your toes to touch. Make sure you sit in this position. Tuck your pelvis backwards here. So pull in your toe bones. Bring your knees together. Make sure you can still see your toes. Bring your hands to this prayer position. So you can go a little bit lower as if you're going to sit down. Make sure you are pulling that belly button. If this feels okay, start to take the arms up into our chair position here. So thighs are pushing in. You can still see your toes, back is nice and straight, belly button pulled in. Now really start to feel this burning. Lovely. Bend down, keep the knees bent, come into a forward fold here, just to release everything off. So let the belly rest onto the legs, bent knees, just relax here. Start to separate the feet to hip width. We're going to take our ragdoll pose from here. So grab each elbow, let the crown of the head be heavy, slight bend in the knees, and just rock from side to side. Notice how you're feeling now. Are you feeling warmer? And breath, the heart rate's pumping. Are you a bit sweaty? Good, we've got straight into it today. Okay. When you're ready, release the hands back down. We're going to then roll up through the spine. So we're going to slide the hands up the legs slowly, keeping the head looking down. And you're going to start to roll up, squeeze the belly in, move each vertebra up as you uncurl and come into a standing position here. Lovely. So we're now going to go into a few lunges. Okay, so go back into your squat position here. And then what I want to get you to do is just then turn your legs here. So we're going to do a narrow squat position. And all I'm going to get you to do, you're going to bring hands to the centre. And we're focusing on just coming down here. Okay, so you might come a little bit low, further back with your legs. Oh, she says losing her balance. The aim of these squats, these lunges, oh God, here we go. Right, left, squat lunges. Is we're going to bend through the front leg, but the aim is to actually get the knee down. So we call it like a Bulgarian squat. So it's a different form of lunge. Bulgarian lunge. Oh, schmoly, what's happening today? Must get right and left, right, must get right and left. Okay, so get into that lunge position, hands to centre here. God, I'd be no good on Joe Wicks, would I? They want to pay me to do this. Right, what I'm going to get you to do, you're going to come down, bend that back leg, hover it and bring it up for me, okay? As you go down, you're going to get a slight bend here, but the back leg's what we're focusing on. Squeeze the bum here as you come up, okay? So you're going to lower, squeeze up, bum squeeze. Keep that back toe on, but the heel off, okay? And we're going to go for 10 of these on each side, okay? So lower, squeeze the bum, back down, 2, squeeze the bum, lower, squeeze the bum, 4, 5, squeeze the bum, 6, squeeze the bum, lower, 7, squeeze the bum, back down for 8, squeeze up, back down for 9, last 2, last 1, squeeze up, squeeze that bum, swap sides for me, it's exactly the same on the other side. So with these lunges, we're not coming forward as much, it's more about lowering down backwards here, so you're working more the back leg. So nice distance, hips pointing forward, hands together, we're doing exactly the same, lower down, as you come up, really squeeze and engage that glute for me. Make sure belly button's tucked in, think about your posture, think about your balance. Okay, we're gonna go, so number 1, lower, and up, squeeze, 2, squeeze, lower, squeeze, 4, and up, 5, make sure that back toe's on the floor, 6, 7, 8, squeeze at the top, 9, try to my weak side, and 10, lovely, and release down here, fantastic. Whew. Should be feeling all warm and hot from that, okay? So we're going to take I'm going to get down to lying now. So what I'm going to get you to do is you're going to swoop your arm to the top here, clap the hands, full way down, so forward, make sure you're hinging at the hips, come to the mat, take that forward, slight bend in the knee here. Inhale, halfway lift, legs are straight, hands are either on the mat or on the shins, shoulder blades back, crown of head flat. So as if you're resting something on your back here. You may need to come higher if you're struggling, okay? Bend the knees forward, fold again. Place the hands down and step back in to an on all four position here. Before we're going to lie in, we're just going to do a little teeny bit of core, okay? Just because it's my favourite thing. Okay, so on all four position, you should know this by now, but make sure you check your positioning. Make sure your shoulders over your elbows, over your wrists. Make sure your hips over your knees, toes, everything's relaxed at the back. Okay, so we're just going to work through some cat-cows here just to start to mobilise into the spine. So draw the belly button down as you look up, so you're tilting the pelvis to create that arch into your back. Make sure the shoulder blades are relaxed. Look up into your cow position. You might want to end this with breathing, so as you exhale, tilt the opposite way, draw your belly button towards your spine, push through your arms, push to the top of your feet, and come in to your angry cat position. Eyes are looking down at the belly button, up towards the thighs here. Inhale, round back up. Exhale, unfold. So 2 more of these in your own time. Inhale as you come up. Shoulder blades back. Exhale as you round down here. Lovely. Okay. Come into this on all four position. So in this position here, we're going to go for breaststroke arms. Okay, so we're going to tuck the core in, so make sure the core is engaged by pulling that belly button towards the spine, but still keeping this back straight. You're then going to transfer the weight to your right arm, make sure that's nice and stable. Keep the belly engaged. The movement should only be coming from the arm. You're going to take the arm out in front, as if you're doing breaststroke, bringing it round the back and back in. And we're going to go for 10. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Keep going. Keep that belly tucked in. And 5. All the weights through the right arm. 6, 7. I'm hoping everyone's done breaststroke before. So you're circling round, tucking back in and forward, and then back round. 1 more. Forward, back round, and return to the opposite position. I'm going to show you this way now. So same again, except with the right arm. So make sure you're in a really good position, you're nice and stable. So belly's tucked in. Weight is through the left arm. If you hyperextend, make sure you just slightly bend. Everything's tucked in. You're going to go for breaststroke arms again here. So you're going to come out. You're then going to move that water and then come back out again for me. So that's number 1. Number 2. Lovely. Number 3. So you're taking it out, bring it back, and then forward. Good. 4 more. Lovely. Keep going. Keep that belly button towards the spine. Fantastic. 2 more. And then the last one here. Reach forward and round. Lovely. Well done, guys. So that might have felt all right for some people. If you've done that and you think, oh gosh, that's hard enough, then don't try the next one. So the next one, we're going to go for it, but we're going to lift our back leg at the same time. Don't worry, we're not doing breaststroke legs. So I'm going to move the back a little bit closer just so you can see a little bit easier. So we're going to go to that on all four position again. So make sure you're really centered here, make sure the belly button's tucked in. You're going to then take the right leg back, just stretching the core slightly here. You're then going to lift that right leg up, okay? Point the toes. So make sure the toes aren't pointing away from you. Make sure they're pointing down to the mat so your foot is actually flexed. So you can see here, got a nice straight line all the way down, okay? That shows that my core and glutes are engaged. We're now going to go for 10 of them swims again, okay? So make sure you're grounded into that right hand so that you can take this arm off. Hold and engage, so pull up through the core here, squeeze the back leg and the glute. We're going to go for 1, we're swimming, and 2. Squeeze that core in, ground that right hand, 3, and 4, and 5, don't forget to breathe guys, and 6, lovely, keep going, and 7, brill, and 8, core in, bum engaged, and 9, last one, we're going to hold it, and 10, hold here in this position for me. Start to pulse the back leg now, but keep that front arm reaching forward. Pulse 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return to centre. Whew. Maybe have a bit of a stretch out here. Maybe come into a bit of a child's pose just to move forward. Just to rest the body a second. Stretch through the wrists maybe. Everyone's feeling okay? We're going to go for the opposite side now. So I'm going to switch around just to show you I've got some room on this side. So come into that on all 4 position again here. Okay, so we're now going to lift the left leg, take the left leg back, stretch that left leg out slightly. We're then going to take the right arm up and we lifted the left leg. So come into that position here, make sure you ground it through that left hand again. Make sure the toes are pointing down. Make sure you're really pulled into that spine here, okay? You can tell which side is my weaker side. Okay, so keep that leg engaged, nice and straight. Make sure that core is engaged in. We're going to go for them strokes again. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Keep going. 4. 5. Well done, guys. This isn't easy. 6. 7. 8. Keep going. Circle. Imagine you're in that water. 9. Last one we're going to hold. Take the arm out in front. So we're going to pulse that back leg now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Okay, come into a child's pose. Take the legs wide if you can. Bring your shoulders down to the mat and forehead to the mat. And just rest in this position here. Stretch through the hips. If this is too much, just bring your knees together and just rest in this position here. Wherever you feel it's comfortable for you. My favourite is child's pose with a wide hip, just because it stretches through the hips. And it's quite nice just to open the chest out. So just take a few breaths here. Just bring that heart rate down. So we've done quite a lot there. Whew. So we're going to start to bring the practice down now. So we've done quite a lot of strength work there to get the heart rate pumping, get the blood moving. So when you're ready, and if you're not ready, just pause the video, have a few more minutes. Walk your hands back up. And we're going to come into a cross-legged position here. And this is when you're going to need your dressing gown cord or your yoga strap. So I'm going to use a yoga strap today because that's what I practice with and I find them really, really good. But at home, just use your dressing gown cord. No problemo. If you're uncomfortable in a cross-legged position, bring your pillow foot underneath you. Okay, so get as comfortable as you can be in this sitting position. So we're going to take the strap for your dressing gown cord. In fact, I might actually use dressing gown cord so these bits aren't flopping around, which of course has got bunnies on it. Okay, so we're just going to start with, you're going to take the dressing gown cord, so it's about, I'd say, just more than shoulder width. So shoulder width here is there, and then see if I take my hands out a little bit more, it's a little bit more than shoulder width. And all we're going to do is you're going to drop the band down here, and just start to bring your shoulders up to level and back down. Now, as you do this, try and think of your shoulder blades being down your body. So make sure you're not sort of curled up in this position. So we spoke about it before in the other weeks about sort of grounding down. So make sure in this sitting position, your bum bones are grounded into the floor Make sure you've got some activity, so make sure you are sort of sat upright and engaging your core and engaging the top half to do these. What you don't want to be doing is sat like this, just hanging off your back muscles, doing this, because what this does, it locks your shoulders. So you need to be upright, using your core, using your spinal muscles that are supposed to hold you up to get that movement, okay? So we're going to start, I'm going to really start to mobilise through the shoulders, which is so nice, especially when you've been sat for such a long time. So take the band up to shoulder width and back down. I'm just going to get you to work through these in your own time. Make sure you pull onto the band so you've got a bit of tension. And just work through. So we're starting to warm up through the shoulders here. It might be that what you want to do is as you come down, inhale, exhale as you come up. So exhaling, inhale, exhale as you're coming up. So don't forget to breathe at the same time. Okay. So you should start to be able to feel that a little bit now into your shoulders maybe already. So we're going to go a little bit higher now. So we're just going to come just slightly above. So we're not coming all the way above the head. We're coming about 3/4 of the way here. So I'm going to show you from the side here. So we're just going to come to about here, okay? Make sure you pull onto the dressing gown, because if it's relaxed, you're not going to get that burn. So make sure you pull in the dressing gown. It's like you're trying to pull a piece of paper apart. So really stretch through. You should start to notice now you are getting a bit of burning into the arms because it's an active stretch. So it's an active mobility movement here. Lovely. Okay. So you're going to come a little bit higher now. And if you can, come all the way to the top and back down. Going up to the top and back down. Make sure good posture here. Make sure everything's engaged. Make sure we're not slumping. So you open through the heart. Lovely. Oh, we should start to feel this. It's nice and warm here. Fab. Well done, everyone. Okay, hold it above the head here. I'm going to take you to one side, then the other. So we're just going to gently move the hands over to the right and then to the left. Go with what movement you've got. If you can, imagine you're trying to fire a bow off here. Then come back up to the top. Imagine you're trying to fire a bow. So sort of the bottom arm is straight and the top arm's bent. Lovely. And that will allow that movement. For real, guys. Okay, if that feels okay, start to then go with the body. Lovely. So you come into the right with the body, feel the side stretch, and the left. Really important, as you go over, don't let the opposite hip lift, so keep them bum muscles all attached to the floor. So you're using your core really to bring yourself back up. Lovely. Woo. Well done. 2 more each side. 1 to the right, to the left, and to the right. Bring the bang back down and just notice how that feels. Just give your shoulders a little bit of a shake out. Feeling warm and getting that blood circulating. So we've warmed up to this range. We're now going to start to take the band a little bit wider and see if we can then come a little bit further back. Now, if you do have hypermobility, or you have any shoulder problems, if you get any pain with this or anything you feel is not right, don't go any far back. So we're going to start to come a little bit further back here, okay? If coming back here doesn't allow you, because if you've got quite tight pecs, it doesn't allow you to go that far in shoulders. So if you do struggle with any problems, just go to that top part here. So you can see my hands are in line with my elbow and my ears, so you can just see that position. So go to here. Don't worry about going back any further. Okay, so for this one, you need to take your hands a lot wider. Can you see? I'm really wide, so I'm about as wide as my hips in this position to come back, and actually a little bit further. You might have a little bit of slack there before you pull it. Okay, so we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to inhale, exhale just to hold it. So just take it slightly behind you. Okay, make sure again you're tucked into your posture. I'll come from the side so you can see here. So we're just slightly behind. Make sure you're not rounded here, okay? Make sure you're not too forward. Make sure you're nice and straight, belly button in. And just hold it here. Pull into the band. So you're letting it sort of rest into there. Come back down. We're going to move through 10 more of these. So number 2. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you come down. Exhale. Inhale. 5, 6. Well done, guys. A little bit wider now if you can. 7. Well done. 8. You've got it. 9. And 10. Well done. Okay. So now we've warmed them shoulders up. I'm going to see if we can go a little bit further backwards now. Okay, so you have to be really careful with this one. So you're going to take the band and you're going to see if you can actually bring the band round and back up. So you do have to go really wide for this, guys. So taking the band up, see if you can just bring it round. Now you might find that you only get to here or here. That's absolutely fine. Everyone's shoulder mobility is different. This is something that if you get stuck here, this is an exercise to work on. Okay, bring it round and up. Ooh, this is really warming up through them shoulders. Lovely. Okay, 6 more times. 5. Exhale as you go back. Inhale as you forward. Lovely. 3 more. Lovely. Everyone's feeling okay. Everyone's shoulders feeling warm. Yes. Okay, last one. Last one. I'm going to get you to take it back. Take that pot and just hold it if you can. Pull the band here so you're quite active. Make sure you're not leaning back too far. Make sure you're tucked in. And then when you're ready, slowly bring it back. Whoa, wowzers. You should be feeling that. If you're not, it might be that you've just not pulled on the dressing gown cord enough. That's a really good one. Okay, so let's just move through these shoulders a little bit now without the band. So just bring the shoulders up towards the ears. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Bring the right shoulder to the ear. Exhale, let it go. Notice the difference now. Notice what you're feeling. Inhale, left shoulder. Let it go. Circles now. So just start to round backwards and forwards here. And then the opposite way, forwards and backwards. Whew, just give them arms a little bit of a shake out. Woo, a bit crazy. Shake the body. Oh, so hopefully everyone's feeling really nice and warm in there. I know I am. So it's a really good little sequence that to work through. Just especially even sat at a keyboard all day, sat on your phone. Now, you know, you've got pain. So a lot of us get abdominal pain. We actually spend a lot of time crunched over. So this is a really nice one just to open you up a little bit and get everything stretched out, especially the front across the pecs at the front. Fab. Okay, so we've done the upper half now. We're going to go into a little bit of core, and then we're going to come into lie-in, and we're going to work through the band here as well. So our core exercises, we did these a few weeks ago. We're going to come into our boat pose. So this is our really good yoga core pose here. And if you are struggling, I'm going to show you with the strap how you can help this. So our boat pose, we are sat onto our sit bones here. Toes are onto the floor. And what I want you to do is just start to lower down until you can feel your abs are switched on. So it might be that up here they're on. When I get to about here, I can feel mine working. So make sure you're not just hanging out here. Make sure you engage so everything's nice and straight here. Once you find that biting point, you're then going to lift one leg, lower it down, lift the other leg. If that feels okay, try and lift both legs into your boat pose here. Now, if you find you're struggling with this, you can take your band here to maybe help you. So you might just want to sort of go into this position and just hold on to it slightly, just to give you a bit of help there. Okay. So our boat, we can do a bent knee, or we can go into a straight leg here. So if you struggle to find your core, this can be quite nice to use the band to hold on to. Okay. It still does work. So come into your boat pose here. Make sure everything's nice and open. And we're just going to go for them toe taps. If you're struggling to get the feet off, just hold here and do these taps instead. Okay. I'm going to come up into both. Lovely. And we're going to go for a right tap, left tap. Don't forget to breathe. Right tap. Engage the core. Left tap. Right tap. Left tap. Right tap. Left tap. Well done. Right. left, well done, right and left. Hold here. Now if you can, you might want to stay here, or if you can, start to lower, bring the core down and then back up into your boat pose. This is really advanced stuff. Straight, pull that core in, up into your boat pose. And then let the feet down. Stretch through, so place the hands in between the feet, the legs. Just have it out right here. Ooh, lovely. Okay. So if you find that okay, we're going to go on to the next one. So we're going to have some like Russian twists on it. So you can keep the feet down. So make sure you lift the heels off. Tuck the tip the tongue onto the tips of your toes. And then just lower down until you can start to feel that core activating. You can either stay here to do the Russian twists, or if you're in that original boat pose, bring the arms up, bring the chest up, take it to that biting point, and we're going to come for some Russian twists. We're going to go to our right and to our left. Our right and to our left. Okay, so we're going to go for 20 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, keep strong, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, whew, lovely. Bring yourself down to a lying position now. So either just flop there or use your core to get you there. Stretch through the abs now to point the toes. Stretch the arms up above the head and give yourself a lovely full body stretch. You deserve it. Stretch them abs out. Take a few breaths here and out, and just stretch and move is what you need to do. Fab. So we're going to go through some leg stretches now. So you're going to take your band, you're going to wrap it around your left foot and take your left foot above you, okay? So just hold where you need to, and let's just feel a stretch. Now, if you've got really tight hamstrings, you might have to have a bent knee here to help with this. That's absolutely fine. If you've got high mobility, try not to just let your leg flop. Try and really feel that stretch. So just, if you can, point the toes towards your face, and you're being quite active with this stretch here. And we're just going to hold this position. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And just with every exhale, see if you can pull it a little bit more. Really feel that stretch. Back of your Achilles, into the back of your knee, and then into your hamstring here. So my left side is naturally my looser side because it's not my dominant leg. So my right's a lot tighter, and you might notice the difference. So in these stretches, the difference in that. Okay, so now from here, just point the toes and then let them go. Point the toes and then let them go. Just notice that stretch here. What we're going to do now is you're going to place your right hand on to your right thigh. So try and keep your right hand on the right thigh. I then want you to start to take your left leg out as far as you can to the side, but make sure your right hand stopping that right hip from tipping. Okay, so keep that left leg as straight as you can and as controlled as you bring this leg over to the side as far as you can, just stretching to here. Point the toes towards the face and get a nice stretch into this position. And hold it here. You might need to just get your band a little bit further if you need more of a stretch here. But make sure this right hip's not coming up, make sure it's grounded. If you're struggling with your hamstring, bend at the knee here again, okay? When you're ready, bring the leg back up to that position. You're now going to take the leg over to the opposite side. So move a little bit closer so you can see this. Now with this one, remember, it's not going to be a big stretch because you're keeping this hip onto the floor. So with that leg straight, take it over to the other side. And this is to stretch along here. So this is to stretch along your ITB. So what we're not doing, you see people go over like this. That's your spine. We want the hip. So we're just going to take it over. Now straight away here, my ITB is screaming. So I'm just going to push this down a little bit. Just hold it here. You might be able to feel that on the back of your thigh as well, and even into your toes. Make sure you keep your feet pointing towards your face. Just breathe into it here, guys. And every exhale, try and go a little bit further, but make sure you keep that left hip as much down as you can so it's not coming too far over. Well done. Ooh, it's a good one. You should feel this burn. Lovely. Okay, bring that leg back to centre. So you can go a little bit further now with it. See how that feels. And then swap sides. So take the right leg up into the strap, drop the left leg down nice and straight and up. If you struggle here, you might want to keep this other leg bent, okay? But ideally, to get that stretch, keep that other leg bent, toes pointing up. So have a bit of a feel here. Now this far side might feel so much different, and mine definitely does, okay? So come into this position, just hold and take a few breaths in and out just to start with, to notice what you're feeling into that hamstring, into that glute, into the backs of the legs. Lovely. Point through the toes and then bring the heel back down. Just take a few movements here. Lovely. And then just hold it in neutral position. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to do exactly the same. So take the strap with your right hand, place your left hand onto your left hip so it doesn't roll, and then take that right leg out with control out to the side. Now, it might be you've got really tight hamstring, you need to bend that leg to be able to get it out, okay? And then just go as far as you can, point the toes towards your face here, but keep this hip down so this isn't moving. So what you tend to find is a lot of people do this, we don't want that, okay? So keep it nice and stretched. And make sure your jaws relax in this position. We said before that you have a lot of tension in your jaw. So just be mindful of what your jaw's doing. And notice if you relax your jaw, can you then take your leg a little bit further out as your hips loosen? Keep breathing in and out through the nose. With every exhale, try and go a little bit deeper and pull the band a little bit further upwards, so towards your face here. When you're ready, take the band, come all the way back to centre, and we're going to go for that movement over to the other side now. So taking the hand to the opposite side here, make sure the right hip's down and just come across here. So it's not a massive movement, but it's enough for you to feel it along that ITB band here. And just hold it in this position. Lovely. Well done, guys. Just take some time here. Really notice that. Come back to centre. Now place both legs into the strap. And just take your hands as far as you can. Just hang out here for a little bit for me. Make sure they're nice and straight. Just have a moment here. Real. Okay. Release the legs back down now. Placing the hands by the side. We're just going to roll to the left and to the right. So we're going to window wipe. Nice and slow and controlled. Well done, guys. I'm going to come into what we call a happy baby. Okay, so happy baby. What we're going to do is you're going to take the hands, if you can, on the outside of your legs and come into a happy baby position here. So you're going to pull your knee towards you into this happy baby. Flat feet, happy baby position here. And just hang out here a second. Really nice and relaxed. Maybe shut off the eyes, maybe rock from side to side. The idea is that you make sure that back's still in contact. So let's see a lot of people doing this. Keep that back in contact. Flat feet as if you're sort of on the ceiling. Pull down with your arms. So arms can be on the inside or the outside. Just relax here. Open them hips up. Well done. Just take a moment here. Fantastic. Okay, lovely. And the feet back down now. Take the right leg, straighten it to the outside of the mat. Just let it relax. Take the left leg out. Flip the palms. Make sure the shoulders are in line, the head is relaxed. So we're coming into our relaxation now. Now, we're going to go for more silence again this week, just because there's so much happening at the moment, so much chitter chatter, and actually it's quite nice to just have that time with no sounds. If you get distracted, start to wonder what you're going to do afterwards, just bring yourself back to this moment. No expectations, no pressure. Just let the body relax. You've done such good to it by getting it moving, getting the blood pumping, working through the joints, helping all your ligaments and tendons. We're just having this time now to thank our body for allowing us to do this today. And actually thank yourself for doing this. So let's do a few moments in silence. Just let everything be heavy. No pressure on the breath. Relax the jaw. Tongue away from the top of the mouth. Shoulders are heavy. Elbows are relaxed. Fingers naturally curl in. Notice any heat, any tingling. Back is relaxed. Legs are ground onto the mat. Hips and pelvis is warm. Knees are soft. Ankles are relaxed. Toes are spinning out to the side. Now you have the option to pause and stay here or awaken with me. Start to gently wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers. Gently move the head from side to side. In your own time, roll onto your favourite side, using your hands as a support for a pillow. Notice how you feel now. Use your hands to bring yourself up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed if you can. Bring your hands to heart center. Reach the hands to the top. And exhale, bring the arms around. 3 more. Hands to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale down. Through the mouth, big sigh. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hands onto the knees. Open the eyes. And just bring yourself back to the room. Whew. Hopefully everyone's feeling really nice and relaxed after that. I know I am. So it can be really nice just to do a little bit of movement. Okay, so workout sessions don't have to be going mental, doing HIIT and sweating and out your breath. That you've really worked the muscles, the joints, you've got your heart pumping. So it's a really good little session to do. And I've noticed the difference massively by doing more mobility work. And You know, do I go for a run? No, I'm going to sit and look after my joints. And especially if you get any inflammation around your joints and you struggle with joint pain, by moving the joints in this way, we're getting more fluid into the joints and actually getting rid of any crap that's sitting in your joints, any fluid that gets stagnant in there. So these can be really good. So, you know, if you're having a day where you just think, I just can't want to do anything today, especially if your fatigue's really bad, put a TV program on and sit and go through some mobility work. Honestly, it's such a nice thing to do, and I hope you've enjoyed that session. This is one of my favourites, so I thought I wanted to share it with you. So it's probably not the best one to do if you probably want to work out, like last week's pal workout, but this one's a really nice one to complement that. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Namaste. Stay zen tonight, folks. Stay zen.